What are you waiting for?
I don't know. We're going now. Well, we're in Discord when it should have been a phone call. Uh, I'm Tony,
I'm Andrew.
Shane. I feel
and
like we always say, "Oh, sorry."
no, it's fine. I feel like that's just gonna be a running gag for this. Is that we're horribly underprepared for everything.
I feel like too. Every time we're like, "We're in Discord," there should have been a phone call, and I feel like it needs to be. I mean, yeah, we're in Discord, but that'd be acceptable. The bad part is we're recording a podcast. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Wolf.
But see that again, you
Yeah.
kind of cut out.
I stopped talking to be honest mid sentence because what I said was gonna be stupid.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. So what are we gonna talk about today? Have you guys seen Tiger King yet?
No,
No.
Disappointing.
like, um, I've heard so many mixed things about it and like how bad the people are.
They all are awful people.
Yeah, someone put it well where it was like, I don't want to give them revenue.
But they're not getting revenue. I'm pretty sure it's a documentary. Like it was Netflix that produced it.
Mm.
To be honest with you, like it was so out there that at first I thought it was a reality show, and I'm like, I'm not fucking watching this. It's a reality show. It's stupid.
See, I knew absolutely nothing going into it, and I wish you guys could get that same experience.
Hmm.
But also,
I feel like
oh wait, what?
I feel like knowing nothing, I'm more likely to watch it, but knowing what it is, it's kind of like, yeah.
Here's this funny tweet I saw from some guy named Pete Stedgemeyer, and he goes, "Me explaining Tiger King. There's a magician, meth head, Tiger King, gay polygamist, and Alex tigers in his videos, and a presidential/gubernatorial, and says there's too many people to track, and he says, guy."
You are cutting in and out so much
Really?
on my end. Yeah.
Same.
Oh,
Can you like
um,
can you turn your sensitivity down, or I guess up would
but
be the I don't know.
usually when I turn it down, does that maybe? Does
Uh,
that sound better?
I mean,
yeah.
every once in a while you just cut out. I heard like you were talking about
A
you were
tweet.
like saying something about like the magician, the gay polygamist,
The meth
the
head.
tiger tamer, meth head, and then there's too many characters to track. And then after that, like I heard nothing.
Oh well, after it goes, that's just the one.
And now you're just doing it again.
So,
Like
oh
the
really?
second he started, yeah, the second he started talking.
Unfortunately, I think that's my Wi-Fi, not actually the sense.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's fair. Shitty campus
Oh wait,
Wi-Fi.
I'm on the shitty. Oh, I'm on the Wi-Fi though. Hold on, give me a second. I might cut out.
All right.
Okay. So, to be honest, it's really excited. I work at a hardware store, right?
Mhm.
And we get 10% off as long as we charge our paycheck. But, like I have these cheap lawn chairs, and I splurged a little and bought a really nice one,
Nice.
and it's amazing. It's like your classic dad chair, but it's actually like it's super comfortable.
Did you just move outside? Because there's a lot of wind.
I sure did.
Is there any chance you could go back inside?
I just sat down in my new dad chair.
Or at least like,
Oh my god.
it's probably fine.
No, it's okay. No. You just don't want me to enjoy the outside. I'll go back in.
No, I actually don't
Where
now.
I-
It's bad.
Hey. That's what made me think of the chair.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's a bad idea to say exactly what day we're recording this, but like, in I think 2 weeks, I think the quarantine ends, but businesses are still supposed to stay closed in our state.
The
doesn't
executive
make
order
sense.
is through the 15th, but she just extended the state of emergency to the 28th, and I think there's a decent chance she extends the executive order again.
Hmm.
We kind of have plateaued in Michigan though. Like we got hit really really bad, but the cases have been dropping. But who knows how much that is like because of social distancing, and if we go back, it will just get bad again.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think it will still be a while before we have restaurants the way we did before.
Oh, for sure.
To me, that's what I'm really looking forward to again. Is the restaurants.
Look, I turned 21 during this quarantine. I really just want to like go to a bar, you know?
Oh, same. Like, it really sucks not be like. Well, I mean, you're where you are, so you probably had cool people around. But I was just in my front yard with my family.
No, I had a really really fun 21st birthday. No complaints about that. I have great friends that we socially distanced the best we could. But
That's
yeah,
a lie. You were partying.
we only had like 3 people, and we kept we
Oh.
kept 6 feet like as much as we could. We just all got drunk in the same proximity, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you guys the story of like what my parents did for my birthday?
I don't think so.
So,
I thought you did.
well, that episode didn't go up, so I can tell it again at least. But like, I walked outside, and they spray painted X's into the grass 6 feet apart,
That's hilarious.
and they were like, "You have to stay outside for a while." And just like every once in a while, someone I knew would drive by and honk their horn, and occasionally get out. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah.
It's actually, yeah, great.
Hmm.
I like these creative birthdays people are having, just because like you can't. I don't know. I feel like it would have been super fun to go to the bar or whatever, but like also that was like a unique experience you had.
Hmm.
Be able to tell your kids about that.
Plus, don't you two worry. We're gonna celebrate your 21st birthdays the classic way.
Hmm. Yeah,
Hmm.
like I've got drunk before, and I could get drunk again. You know.
Hmm.
Yeah. I see. Like Tony. You talked about it. I am actually like super excited to play Hive the Banana.
Oh man, me too. That's gonna be so much fun.
Like I've told what it is to other groups, and they're like, "That sounds incredible."
So what I'm hearing is we're gonna have a series of games, like in each person's town.
Across one crazy weekend, or what?
No, I mean just like, I don't know, like you could bring your people down to where I am. Although I don't know how
Oh, I
sleeping
see
would
what-
work, but like,
We just we all just drag all of our college friends to one central location.
exactly.
Or we all start in one central location, and the person who's the monkey, or no, the person who's the banana can drive to whatever location they want to. They pick a college city at random, and we all pick different. That'd be high
That would be
stakes.
crazy.
Uh-huh.
I'd go to Northern. For context, it's like 6 hours away.
Yeah.
From me, I think Tony, it's probably like what, 7.5, 8 from you.
Yeah, something like that.
That would be incredible.
Look, if we had the time to do that, that'd actually be insane.
I mean, like
That to me. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's like we've talked about like because there's spoons and then there's like I forgot what the levels are for
Oh
spoons.
my god.
But we
Isn't
could
it
have
like extreme spoons and then hardcore one or something? I remember you told it to me once.
well, I don't know. It's like because there's spoons where the spoons are at your table. Then there's like extreme spoons where you have to go across the room. I thought of it's not original, but I thought of super spoons where you hide them across the neighborhood. But we could do like atomic spoons and hide them across the state. Or something absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, wait. That sounds actually like a shitload of fun.
If you had if we had
If-
enough time to commit and like we actually put some thought into it, I think that could be a lot of fun.
Hmm.
Even if it wasn't across the state, like you could do. All you would have to do is like, you could do like mid-Michigan, and what you'd have to do is like, you'd have to choose like your family members, and all you do is like, I need you to get a white plastic spoon, and like do something weird to it, like put googly eyes on it, and that's our spoon.
Hmm.
And then so we all do it, and then you just have to get to that person's house first, I
Huh.
guess. Do you kind of see what I'm saying? Like that way you don't have to go to like. So if we start in, and I don't know how many city names you want me to say, but like if you start in where Andrew lives, you know, one spoon might be an hour wait to me, another spoon might be an hour to. That would be. I feel like no. See, if I were gonna, okay, honestly, like actually, honestly thinking about it,
Mhm.
if we were gonna do that, you would probably only play like 2 or 3 rounds, but I would just put the spoons in like cool spots, like near where you live, so it's not like crazy, and then like a camping spot, for example, and then once we all get there, you know, we chill, get,
Well,
you know,
the thing about spoons is everyone needs to know where the spoons are. Like, especially if you're
yeah.
doing it across a town or the state. Like, um, but I guess the other
I
thing
feel
is
like
like part of the fun of spoons is the chaos, and it doesn't seem very chaotic. Like the first 5 minutes of like, oh yeah, we're going down the highway to, I don't know, Traverse City. It's like, yeah, that's fun, but you're not with people.
So I
Except,
think you have to do it in pairs. Like it'd be a team game.
uh-huh.
Like each
yeah.
person's a duo, and then maybe I could see it where you have like a couple different campgrounds or something in various places, and we all know what the campgrounds are, and we just know one of them like doesn't have a spoon or something.
Hmm.
Like
See, that would work. And part of it too would be that it's higher risk. Like, yeah, you're on the highway, but who's willing to bump it up to a point that they're gonna get pulled over for speeding? Like,
yeah,
who's who's willing to go that extra mile, I guess, or mile per hour in that
yeah.
case too.
Uh-huh.
I don't. I could see it. It kind of reminds me of fuck. I think it's literally just called Tag. It was like that it's a movie, and it was like the true
Mm.
story
Oh
of these
yeah, I've heard of this.
friends from high school would literally like 1 month out of the year would play tag with each other, and they would like literally drive hundreds of miles to avoid getting to or to go like find like literally. And at the end of the movie they show like the real videos of it, and it's like they would drive to wherever they lived, sneak up behind them, tag them, and they'd be like they'd hug because you know now they're seeing their friend or whatever, and then I don't know, like it's just really it just
No,
reminds me of that, of just a stupid.
I think that movie. Well, like I think we also could do tag like how they did in that movie and be really cool.
Hmm.
Because they do like 1 month a year. I think you said like 1 month a year where like whoever is it can like tag whoever, and like they go really in depth. Like someone will like get a job at the place like the other person works at as like a janitor and like sneak up on them or
That
something.
I think that was the movie
That
though.
was in the movie,
Like,
but I'm also pretty sure that happened.
did it? Oh
I
my
remember
god, see
like
that.
some of the stories I had were crazy. I could also just be like pulling that out of my ass.
I know that in the movie that's what happened.
It definitely that happened in the movie, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. I think so. I don't because you're right though. Because once you're on the highway, I guess when I'm saying like with atomic spoons, the intention would be to kind of go sightseeing, sort of.
Hmm.
Like it wouldn't that weekend or whatever wouldn't be just about the spoons.
What we could do is so the distance between like not hide the spoons all over the state, but hide the spoons in the same general area across the state. So like we would be in mid Michigan playing cards, and then whenever spoons happens, we would have to like speed up north,
Actually,
but
I kind of like that.
like to the same
Wait,
area.
Like all of them are in like
wait,
bonus
I'm
Koski or
confused.
something.
Like we would all be in
I'm
my
conf-
like my apartment playing in my town. Once like the event happens where you have to grab the spoons, we all rush to our cars and burn rubber driving up to Shane's house, and they're hidden around Shane's house.
Oh,
But like the first person to
Oh,
get there, you know,
gets
see, I
the
was think,
advantage.
yeah,
I was thinking that, but like all the spoons are hidden in the same area, far away.
okay,
Like we all like some like natural like area that'd be really cool, or like we could camp for a while, and like all the spoons are like in that general place. So it's like kind of like still like a long distance race,
hmm,
but um, they're like we all end up in the same general area at the end.
okay, yeah, that would be a lot cooler.
See, I'd almost like Tony's thing better though, because I mean it depends on how much time you want to devote to actually finding the spoons.
Too much.
Too much. Okay, wait. I have
I would
another.
give it like an
I have
hour.
another. There. Okay, that's fair. I have another layer to add then. We're all at Tony's apartment, let's say. Like you're probably in teams of 2 for our case, maybe a team of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has to empty their cars out, and everything that they packed for this trip has to be in Tony's apartment. So after spoons happens, you have to not only like rush to drive to your car, you have to rush to pack your car.
Oh, that's a crazy. That would suck.
Like
Oh,
you have
yeah.
to pack all you're shoving like clothes in your bag. You're like throwing the like we'll even like if we're camping, you know, the food would be divvied up equally and whatnot, but you're just like shoving shit in your vehicle. Let's go!
That would be really good. Like, yeah, we
That
go
would be funny.
camping, and at the end of the camping trip, we then play Atomic Spoons.
I mean more just like at the beginning of it even.
Oh,
Like you're just
okay.
sitting in Tony's apartment surrounded by camping shit.
Oh, like
And
we.
you,
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but what you're saying is like we plan to go camping, but before we go camping, we meet up in my place and play Atomic Spoons. With the spoons are at the camping ground.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would be really cool.
I think the only thing though is it probably would more likely be like Andrew or Zach's place, just because
Hmm.
I'd end up most likely driving 2 hours to get to Tony, to then drive an hour past Andrew.
Uh-huh.
Just that, I think that would just make it logistically easier. But still, I think that'd be really just like really interesting.
Uh-huh.
Like we'd get there faster than normal, and especially if it also depends on how are you like intending to go far enough away that you have to stop for gas, like, or
The
you
phrase- the-
require or you require everyone to stop at a single gas station, top their tank off, and then you could do something stupid like you have to buy a bag of beef jerky or
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Like everyone has to do at least this stuff at this gas station in order to continue, or
Well,
just
also,
dumb shit like
we've
like an
got
intense scavenger hunt.
like Zach's got a sports car, and I've got a minivan.
But
So
that's like the advantages, you know?
well, no, like what I'm saying is we put all
So-
of our keys into a bowl.
Oh no!
I drive a stick
So-
shift.
Oh
wait,
no.
and so instead of grabbing so instead of grabbing the spoons, you have to grab the keys.
Yeah, you grab the keys and then drive to the spoons.
I would rather have a minivan though, because if we're divvying up camping stuff equally,
That's the
that
thing.
minivan, you're gonna yeet everything in there and go. Like you're not gonna need to carefully pack it into a trunk or.
That's the thing. Is it like each vehicle has advantages and disadvantages?
Mine has all disadvantages though.
Yeah, mine too. Like, good luck.
Tiff, I think I could drive stick.
See, but like the think part of that concerns me.
Like I've driven stick before,
Well, also, what happens?
but
What happens when you're
I'm
going?
told
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just told that I was just gonna say I'm told that stick is one of the easiest cars to drive. Stick. Go ahead, Tony. Sorry.
Wait, what? Sorry.
So
No,
what?
the one time I drove like a car stick,
Oh.
it was told that it was like a pretty like one of the easiest cars to drive stick. Like
Mine's an easy stick too, I think.
There you go. No, that's all I want. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Uh,
go ahead, Tony.
What happens when we're driving 100 miles down the highway, and an officer stops us,
You
or
explain
you
the
get
situation,
stopped?
hope for the best.
You got it. You got to tell him.
You
Yeah,
gotta own up.
I mean,
Like you have to stop.
so we got a new person here.
We do.
Yeah,
Who
someone
has arrived?
Marvin has joined. I don't know if he's
Marvin,
actually ready
hello.
to speak yet, but he's in the call.
I was born ready to speak, Tony.
Excellent.
Marvin. Okay, so here's the gist of what we're talking about, and I'm dead serious about playing this too. We're thinking, atomic spoons, not extreme spoons, not hardcore atomic spoons. And so through this last like what 20, 30, Tony, what are we at?
What do you mean?
How
we're
much time are we at?
about 20 minutes.
So Marvin, the last like 15, 20 minutes, we've come up with this. We're all gonna meet at a central location, all packed and ready for a camping trip. You then have to unpack your car. We're going to begin playing a game of spoons. Once, someone gets 4 of a kind, you have to run to your car, pack your car with all of the camping gear, drive to the campsite that has a spoon hidden in a general area. First team to find the spoon wins.
That is, wow.
So what do you
That is-
think?
That is a concept.
I think it would be really interesting, and I think I might suggest this to other people.
all
I
I
think it'd be
ask,
really fun.
all I ask is that we're the dry run, or not the dry run, but like we're the first.
If I'm asking other people, you guys will be there too.
There's
That's
gonna be
fair.
an accident.
Well,
Yeah,
looks like you're not gonna win spoons then. Atomic
that's a risk I'm willing
Yeah.
to take.
That's the extra. That's what makes it atomic spoons. You might actually get arrested. I don't know. I think it'd be really interesting.
Mhm. I don't. And we don't even have to write it down. We can just go back to this episode and re-listen to it and get hyped again for it. Like I'm
Yeah.
like right after we play Find the Banana, we're playing Atomic Spoons.
My word.
Now the other thing you could do is just like an amazing. You could change it a little bit and make it like Amazing Race style.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense, and you would have to have someone dedicated to the cause of making it, but basically like you're just like kind of like think spoons, but like you have to, like I said before, like you have to stop at this gas station and buy these things, or talk to this person and they'll give you the next clue or whatever.
Oh my god.
Like just an extreme scavenger hunt race that eventually, could end at like a campsite or whatever, and just kind of then chill and just. To me, that would be interesting too. Like, you'd have to be more dedicated to going through the motions, but I think.
So I have an
think it would
alternative to
work.
that that doesn't require much setup.
Okay.
This would take a while.
Great.
Like we would have to reserve like a month for this, but we start in the same spot, and then it's a race to collect a souvenir with the name of every state on it. Like that could be the scavenger hunt, or like the thing that gets us moving is you have to get a fridge magnet with every state on it. So you have
Wait,
to,
I actually love that.
yeah. So
Okay, wait. That'd be cool to do over like years, though.
uh-huh. Or,
We start right now.
or like maybe not like Hawaii and Alaska unless we want to get that crazy.
Oh,
But
full send.
No,
we
everyone.
must full send if we're doing that.
It'd be an interesting way too to like almost to chain like a personal goal of like you like you win this competition, but we're almost competing with between ourselves to see who will visit more state. Like you're basically gonna visit 50 states,
mhm.
which I think would be really neat. Like I don't have enough money to do that all in a month.
Exactly.
Yeah, it would take me a while. to get that
Exactly.
money,
It'd be like a multi-year process. Cause like I think off the top of my head, I have 3 right now.
Mhm.
I never.
Well,
thought of
fuck,
making
he's already
before.
winning.
I went from Germany. Does that
I think-
count?
You don't have a Michigan one?
I don't think
literally
so.
don't think I do.
I do not have a Michigan one.
Yeah.
I feel too that you can't like you'd have to like obviously the rule would be you can't buy them online.
Oh, of
No,
course.
obviously not.
Frantically
like-
delete
like
stuff
that's-
from my Amazon cart.
But like, hold on. Like, if I'm in like North Dakota, and they just have a South Dakota one, and I pick
think
up
you're-
both of them.
See, that depends. Like, do you want if you're in North Dakota, you're in such a shitty state that you might as well just hop to the other super shitty state, South Dakota.
Our listeners
Wait,
from
wait, hold
Dakotas
on.
are gonna be pissed.
I'm just saying one Dakota is much better than the other Dakota.
Okay, wait. If we have Dakota listeners, I have something to say to you. I
I'm sorry.
fucking hate the Dakotas.
What's wrong
Why?
with the
They're
Dakota?
the
What's wrong with the Dakota?
dumbest place. Because they should be one fucking state. They should just be one singular Dakota. Any state with fuck, what is it? In the electoral college, 3 representatives in the electoral college should not be a state. They need to combine with another one, get their shit together, and the Dakotas are the prime example. The only good thing in the Dakotas is Mount Rushmore, which was
So
so
saying-
shittily done. There are so many bad things. I'm gonna get off my soapbox.
Wait,
She's
wait.
heated.
Hold on a similar rant. I have a problem with West Virginia.
West Virginia. What do you got with what's your problem with West Virginia?
Listen, we
Out of
have
cu-
North
out of curiosity.
Carolina, we have South Carolina, we have North Dakota, we have South Dakota, and then we have Virginia and fucking West Virginia. How not creative were they when they were like, "You guys, so we're gonna split off from Virginia."
Wasn't West
I-
Virginia literally just made like for the Civil
Yes.
War?
Yeah. So they're like, "We hate Virginia so much, we're gonna make our own state." Hey, what should we call it? Ah, shit. Well, we're West Virginia, so how about like West Virginia? It's the stupidest thing. Oh my, Jesus.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
kinda
get
like-
behind that. I think
They're
I would be
gonna call it
less annoyed.
Appalachia.
I think I would be less annoyed by West Virginia if Virginia was called East Virginia.
That's the second point of my argument. Why
Oh,
the
I'm sorry,
fuck?
Marvin. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you weren't done. Please continue.
That's it. That's been 2 big annoying things at West Virginia.
I
All
respect
right.
that. Yeah, I think that'd be an interesting way to travel. Plus, it would be kind of a fun way to like we could go on, especially to the weirder states. Not even the weirder states, but like Alaska, or
Idaho.
Hawaii, or the harder ones to get to. Like that could be like a fun trip we do together
True.
potentially, or like a road trip that just gets our like 15 out of the way real quick. I don't know.
Like we can't discuss how many we have until we're done.
So like
Yeah.
someone in our group chat is just gonna be like, "I got him."
Yeah.
I
It's
finished.
gonna be like the
There's gotta be
gonna be
like a
like the
picture though. It's gotta be like a
text.
picture.
Uh-huh. I mean, I'm down to start this officially right now because we're gonna have it like on recording that we're starting.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Let's do
What
it.
was the official ruling that like if you found one in like if I went to like a shop here and I saw like an Ohio one, could I buy it and would that count or would I have to go to Ohio and buy it?
I'd say you have to
think
buy
you-
it in the state.
That's fair.
you have to be standing in the state. Are we going fridge magnets or just souvenirs? Like, can we expand? Are we expanding? Do you want to expand it to like a fridge magnet, keychain, etc.?
I'd say anything with the
Or-
state, like the shape of the state or the name, either one, and it can be any souvenir. Like
I think I'm gonna go for all fridge magnets though. I think
Me
that'd be
too.
really cool.
or like T-shirts or something.
We just do like all something.
I like fridge magnets. Like it kind of be a cool way
Put
to.
them together.
Yeah. Like it's
Yeah.
that or keychains.
hmm
To be honest with you, now that I'm thinking about it though, you could if you really like. I think this would. I would say just standing in the state. I was gonna say if you really like want to, you could say like you have to keep the receipt, but I don't like. It's a friendly game to get this more traveled.
hmm
No, I'm gonna audit whoever wins. I want to see those receipts.
It's gonna be like I'm curious how long it'll end up taking us.
Years. It has to be years.
Oh, I mean, I don't like my hypothetical dream is to move to Alaska, but I'm probably
You
not
do
gonna
give
go
me
there
Alaska
other
vibes,
than
though.
that. So
Okay, so
So
I
like,
guess
that's
so,
the last one you get. Yeah.
Well,
That's
Tony,
fair.
I respect your reason too, is that you could just wear a sweatshirt all the time.
basically,
So to clarify, you have to be standing in the state. It has to be you that buys it. Like you can't have someone else mail it to you or someone else like
Damn, that was,
be
that
in
was my
that
other
state
idea.
and buy it.
yeah.
You
Or maybe
have to
we
buy
maybe we
it.
shouldn't start this now. I think we should get like a draft of the rules first before we start officially.
Hey, no,
You know
just
what?
like use your hands to go buy the thing. It's that simple.
Well,
I mean, you could really. I mean, the rule you just can't have other people buy it. I think.
Yeah,
is
you
part of-
have to buy it. It's it.
You don't even have
Pretty
to
simple.
visit something in the state. Like fucking Ohio, I'm literally gonna drive. I'm gonna stop at a gas station. I'm gonna buy a stupid fucking magnet. I'm gonna get out of that
I
godforsaken
would rather
state.
drive through Illinois than go straight through Ohio.
I'm never gonna get Ohio.
dude, I went to Ohio over spring break like a month ago. I'm pissed. Oh, wait,
Have
that
you
was
washed your hands every day since?
oh, of course.
Okay, wait. So what I'm actually hearing is that you need to have 49 fridge magnets minus Ohio.
It's extra credit if you get one.
You see a poop emoji. For magnets.
The worst part is Ohio's probably gonna be one of the first ones.
Yeah, it's like the easiest one.
Yeah. No, I think that's really fun. I think it'd be worth like typing up a 1 page of rules. I mean, it's not. I'll do it. It'll take like. I'll do it now. Well, no, I won't. You know what? Yeah, I will.
Yeah, no, I won't.
Okay. Well, I looked where I thought my laptop was, and it's in the other room. And now I'm walking, and
mhm.
I think that'd be really fun though. Kind of like forces us, not forces, but it's kind of like adds a little competition too.
Mhm.
Get well traveled. Keeps us in touch too. I guess
How would-
another way to.
I think I have Michigan right now. I have New York and I have California. That's
So you
objectively
were-
unhelpful.
I really, honestly, like I really wish I knew about this because I was just in like Wisconsin and then like the first time I was in California and I drove through across from California back to Wisconsin.
Oh,
Oh,
my
Like I
Jesus.
could have
Oh, Jesus
fucking
Christ.
had, I could have
That's
had
like 6
Texas,
states right there, yeah.
Oklahoma, Arizona. Like there was so many I could have had.
Are you driving
And now
alone?
we were driving a U-Haul, so we flew to California
Oh, okay.
from Green Bay, Wisconsin, loaded up a U-Haul, drove
How
back
pissed
to
your driving buddy would have been. You stopped me again, Shane. What the fuck?
I feel like if
Well,
you
it was-
explained it to
yeah.
him, he would be okay with it.
I think we literally had to stop in every state for gas though,
That's. Oh fuck. That would have.
because we're also like the tank was huge, but that thing guzzled gas like no tomorrow.
Mhm.
See, the long game would have been to do this and then to suggest the game.
Oh shit, you right.
Speaking of
been good.
games, I lost the game.
Fuck you.
God damn
God
it.
damn it, I lost the game.
I also lost the game.
Fuck, it's been years.
No, forgot I was playing the game.
Fuck. I don't even remember all. What is it like? You lose the game if you
So-
think of the game, and then you have to say I lost the game.
And you've got a 30-minute cooldown between losses, and that's the whole game.
You because every time I think, oh, you bastard!
I'm gonna lose the game again at 250 or so.
I know.
You're welcome. All of my college friends resent me for that because I lose it constantly. But yeah, now everyone that ever listens to this episode will either lose or start playing the game. 'Cause
Hey, what do we want to? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, once you learn about the game, then you're playing it no matter what. The only way out is death.
Yeah, this is true.
What were you gonna say?
What do we want to call this? I just wanted to sorry, weird weird jump back. What do we want to call the magnet competition?
Go buy a fucking fridge magnet from every state, you loser. Yeah.
I like it.
It's not put on airs. Let's just do it. Hello, pup.
I don't know. We can. I guess just like,
I'll-
can we come up with like an off-brand Amazing Race name?
Amazing magnets.
Fridge eraser or something like that.
Coke.
I was thinking like,
Oh.
I don't know, unbelievable marathon or something.
We could, if you really want, as we think, you could add atomic spoons to the unbelievable marathon too.
I liked fridge eraser.
I'm thinking I'm gonna spell it like fridge, and then racer, I guess. Fridge racer. Fridge eraser.
Refrigerator.
Oh, I hate it.
That's awful.
It's on brand.
What did you wait, Tony? What did you say? The
Unbelievable marathon.
unbelievable marathon.
Are you writing these down?
I think I'm gonna do it cause if I don't know, it makes me happy, but just call it the unbelievable marathon, and then a sub game is refrigerator.
Is this
Ugh.
Mario Party with mini games? What are you talking
Okay,
about?
wait, how would you spell refrigerator?
RE fridge eraser.
That looks so wrong.
Exactly.
But it feels so right.
I'm happier.
All right.
Wait, how'd you spell it?
RE
Hmm.
fridge eraser.
Yeah, no, I think that doesn't even look bad to me. Like, that kind of fits.
What if I put
Yeah, it's
dashes
okay.
between RE fridge racer? No,
think it ruins it.
refrigerator. Yeah.
No, I think refrigerator is good.
Okay.
Y'all have. Ow.
Good call, Marvin.
You're enabling me, and it's not good.
How are we enabling you, man?
The puns will never stop now.
I just think this game will be really cool.
Hmm.
Now I'm thinking of where I'm going next.
No one's going
Oh.
anywhere for now.
If I fly to Newark, my next trip home, whenever that is, that's Jersey down.
The kicker is because the kicker is you have to get it yourself. You can't have somebody else buy it for you and bring it back.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's gonna take a long, all 50 states.
50 is insane because think of the Northeast.
Like, when am I ever gonna go to Maine?
To get a fridge
Actually,
magnet.
I low-key have plans to go to Maine.
Really?
I have friends that have houses up there,
To do what? Oh, I guess just
and a mention just beer and talk. What was I doing in Maine?
Eat seafood? I don't know.
That's right, lobster. I hate lobster.
I don't think I've ever had lobster.
Really?
If I have, it didn't make an impression on me.
Fair enough.
I mean,
I like crab legs a lot better.
I will be real with you, Chief. Most seafood tastes the same to me.
I'm real with you. I
That's
totally agree.
Not to sound like a I don't know, too liberal, but I've been trying to cut red meat and seafood out of my diet completely.
Really?
Yes.
Why seafood?
See, why seafood?
The fishing,
What's
like
the-
the
oh,
actual
okay.
there's it has almost as big of an environmental impact and carbon footprint as cow farming.
Hmm.
They just leave like like wakes of like dead fish and like ruining like ecosystems behind. It's really bad actually.
Honestly, like Andrew, out of all the, I really respect how much you care for the environment. I guess like I remember like you seem to know your shit, and I think it was we were driving to the cruise with you and Zach, and you like explained to us that you don't like going to BP because like the Gulf of Mexico. But then I remember there was another company that you were like, I don't
BP
like
and
going there
Shell.
because
Yeah.
yeah, Shell's basically does the same kind of shit. Just
Well, all those oil companies really have spilled. Like Chevron's evil too, and they've just like really like ruined various like places. And you can't really like clean the ocean from like a couple like billion gallons of oil. I don't know.
I heard a line once, and I really liked it. I want to make sure I say it right. I think it was there was no ethical consumption in capitalism.
Mhm.
I
That's a
thought
good
that was
line.
kind of an interesting thought, I guess. Not to get too much into politics.
I try and do what I can. I feel like how we spend our money is like the only like the biggest voice we have is like voting and spending our money.
Mhm.
That makes a lot of sense. I would agree with that.
I know you've been looking for more sustainable clothing brands, Tiff.
I have been.
Yeah.
One says out of Patagonia because I cannot afford that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'd say Patagonia
fair.
is worth it. Like,
Okay, no, they make I love Patagonia. They make amazing clothes. That company and how they market,
mhm.
10 out of 10 support it.
Yeah.
But
Wait, so what do you like? Why is Patagonia better? I guess is my question.
I don't just like the quality of their stuff is really, really good. Like I have a Patagonia.
See,
Marvin and I have the same backpack.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen the good quality stuff, and I guess I've actually like my backpack that I use religiously now is starting to break, and I pretty much take it everywhere with me. To the two places I go to, my two jobs. Um, and
I believe
thought
that.
about getting that one because
Oh, sorry, you cut
I've
out.
heard. No, I'm just saying, like, I thought about getting that backpack because I've heard so many good things about it. But like you were talking about, they were like better for the environment. I guess it sounded like. I'm just kind of curious
No.
why.
So basically everything like they produce is recyclable. Like except for I think even the plastic zippers on like their coats are the only thing they can't recycle and they're working on it is what they say. But like even when you're like at the end of like your like life with a Patagonia item, you can send it back to them and they will like try and fix it and then like redo it because they have a whole worn wear section. So like they want to reuse like literally every article of clothing they make. And
Okay.
that's like the biggest like making a new item like article of clothing is like really unsustainable for the most part because how much water and like cotton and everything you need. So like one of the more sustainable ways you can shop is like Goodwill and like just thrifting because reusing is really important.
Yeah.
Yeah. They recycle. I'm just going off the top of my head. They recycle like every part of their clothing.
I
Also,
kinda
one
see
of
what
the
you're saying
most the most transparent companies in terms of like how they make their stuff and what like
Mhm.
packagers they use.
That's nice.
I'm a big fan of their marketing
good.
approach too, because I feel like we get bombarded in like today's society with like targeted ads and like all this like crazy stuff, like Black Friday shopping, where
Mhm.
like on Black Friday, like Patagonia closes. They give everyone like their day off, and
Really?
they like they'll put an advertisement out that says "Don't buy our coat" because we want you to keep wearing your same coat, you know.
Mhm.
And I just like this ethical, just like stuff like that. They really like. If I can afford it, I will definitely buy a Patagonia item over something else.
See, that's kind of nice. I will say that that's part of the reason like I got off social media is just like every once in a while, and I still use YouTube fairly frequently, but every once in a while it's like just an ad just creeps me out a little bit too much.
I mean,
Well, they. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
so I was like, yeah, ads creep me out, so I turned off targeted ads and I installed Firefox with Privacy Badger and DuckDuckGo. So the only Google stuff I use is like my email and YouTube. And
See, yeah.
yeah, like I get bullshit ads that don't matter, but and I'm sure Google's still collecting information on me and so is everybody else, but it makes me feel better. And I'd totally recommend it.
honestly, I respect that. The last creepy one I got was we were talking about this podcast, and like we were actually like on a phone call
Mhm.
or on Discord, I guess. And I remember like the guy would I was like doing research about like I was kind of like looking up how to like get it on Spotify and stuff. And then all of a sudden, like I got like a shitload of YouTube apps about like how to starting a podcast. I'm like, this is creepy.
Huh.
Like I don't like this. I guess.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, at least for me, like ads just piss me off, like, cause like all of those, like in these uncertain times, ads are,
You're gonna hate me in 5 years.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like. I got a like there was a Hershey's ad on TV, and it's like, thank God Hershey's said it's gonna be all right. I can sleep at night now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um.
It's definitely interesting.
I just think we get bombarded so much with like advertising. It's like so much like maybe it's not the word. It's like so much spam like everywhere you go. Like you open your email, you have like a billion advertisements. And I took a marketing class this past semester, and it was actually really interesting. There was this case where Target, like based on like so when you spend your like money with your credit card, they create like a unique user ID for you,
Uh-huh.
and they track like all the purchases you ever make. And based on like your purchases, they can predict within like I think it was 80 to 90% accuracy whether you're pregnant or not. So there's this case where they sent this like teenage like high school girl like a bunch of like stuff congratulating her on like her pregnancy or something, or like come get this crib, or like stuff you need, if you're having a kid. And the like her dad saw it and was super pissed, and like came into Target and was like screaming at him. And then like a couple weeks later they found out she was pregnant and she just hadn't told her dad yet.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And it's just crazy.
That's
like
freaky.
It's freaky, but like how much data they store, because Facebook, and this sounds, I can't say this without sounding like a conspiracy theorist, but they do, like the app specifically listens to what like the outside environment if you like don't enable your permissions right,
Oh, 100%.
and it will like advertise.
I've
based on what you're
I've
talking about.
tested this. I have tested this for class.
I mean, I
Mm.
I don't even have to test it. I broke my Brita filter last semester. Like I dropped it and I didn't say anything besides fuck, my water filter is broken. And I started getting all these advertisements for water filters.
Oh,
Like-
I don't like that.
And that's why I deleted my Facebook personally.
I respect that, and I really like that reason. Facebook just honestly, like, I feel like it's gonna sound really weird. I feel like we share too much information with too many people.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Like, there are a lot of things that are just none of your goddamn business. And I feel like on Facebook, like, it's so easily like access. Like, I can talk about this. Like, if something terrible happens to someone or whatever, I don't need the 300 some people on my friends list knowing. I would like the close friends in my life. Like, that's who I want to know, and I feel like I want to control who knows.
Mhm.
And that's why, like, when I did come back COVID positive, like, I was pissed at my dad for putting it
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Oh
So,
yeah.
like,
I'd be
I
pissed
would
too.
have happily told you all, and I did. But I got a text from Marvin that was like, "Hey, I heard you got COVID," and I'm like, "How the fuck do you know?" Like, it's not that he knew that annoyed me. It was just like how I'm like, I've never. Again, like, I knew we ended up chatting about it and whatnot, and you guys are good friends, so I would of course tell you. But I was like, I didn't tell you, and that made me uncomfortable.
Mhm.
If that makes sense.
I get that. I think it's kind of weird. Like I know like new parents occasionally like make an Instagram or something for their baby, like specifically like with the like the kid's name or something, and start posting photos. And now like that kid will never have a choice about how much internet presence. Like
Yeah.
we'll always like the facial recognition, everything. Like they'll always know like those pictures exist, and they have no choice over it. And I think stuff like that is unethical.
I kind of respect that. I will say too that the other aspect I do like really like about not having Facebook is it takes more effort to show me things, I guess.
Hmm.
It's not like, hey, did you see that meme I posted on my Facebook? Like, if you think I would find it funny, like, I have friends that will send me a meme. And
Mhm.
it's like, I joke with some of them that they need to email me the memes. But if they're willing to put that extra mile, like, effort in, it's probably pretty funny. I guess is what I'm saying. Like, it almost filters out content in that way. But,
I mean, I know, like, I don't know about you guys, but like most of my college friends stopped using Snapchat for the most part. Like, um, I mean, I never used it much to begin with, but like at the peak that I used it was like 2 years ago, and I still keep getting like memories from 2 years ago. And it's just a reminder that whatever you post anywhere, they will save, even if you delete it.
Well, so the memories actually, like, you have to physically save those to get them to pop back up on Snapchat.
Like
And
they
if you
have
delete
them on
they don't come
servers.
back. But like they do store everything you have.
Hmm.
We dumb.
Like the memories, like specifically, you have to choose to save those for them to pop back up.
Hmm.
But so
I
yeah,
will-
Facebook.
So,
Oh.
sorry, go ahead.
What was that? Oh, so Facebook.
No,
sorry,
it's-
Snapchat. Oh, sorry, Snapchat.
Go ahead.
Bitmoji. I'm going. Yeah, Bitmoji. If you read their terms of service, like on the app, basically, like when you agree to everything, like when you're making your Bitmoji, which is like a lot, everyone has those with their Snapchat. It's like that, everyone decorates their Bitmoji or whatever with clothes or whatever. You agree to give Bitmoji the right to like read everything you ever type on your phone.
Oh,
And that's just like no one talks about it. But, like that's literally like word for word in their like the contract you sign.
Wow. I will say too that I've thought about like taking it one step farther and downgrading from a smartphone because I really don't like everything that I do on my phone can easily be accomplished with a laptop.
Mhm.
Just because I mean what I really use on my phone that would require a smartphone are Discord, which I'm using right now, YouTube, and that's Google Maps. That would add a little bit extra challenge to my day sometimes.
You could print out
But-
your directions off of MapQuest like in the old days.
Exactly.
sucked, though.
Or
That-
just
that was ass.
ask people. But the
It's
only
like they make
problem is,
GPSs.
Oh,
They
yeah,
do.
yeah.
My car has one. Yeah.
see, there you go. I'm broke, so I own a car that's almost older than I am. But the only problem is that I part of our paging system for the fire department is through smartphones.
Mm.
And so we use that to check like we're responding to station, responding to scene, unavailable, and then I can quickly pull up directions to because every once in a while there's like a road I have just straight up never heard of. And like it's happening less and less, granted, like I generally know where I'm going, but every once in a while I'm like, where the fuck is that? And it's super helpful to like literally click a couple buttons on that app and it pulls up Google Maps. Like I think it's a really effective way to kind of do that. And so if I leave when I leave the fire department, if I move away, that'll probably be one of the things I do is kind of downgrade to a dumb phone. But yeah, it's kind of long.
No, I agree with you. I think a lot of jobs almost require you to have a smartphone these days to like stay connected and stay in touch.
100%.
So like, I think it'd be cool to have like a job where they give me a work phone and then I just have like a dumb phone for myself.
Mhm.
But like right now, I don't
Yeah.
think I could function totally because like all the messages I get and like my work group chats and stuff, it'd be obnoxious if I couldn't use GroupMe all the time. So like I kind of feel like forced to have this kind of a phone.
I mean, you could like get a tablet or something and just turn it off 90% of the time.
Like, what's the point then? You know?
That's fair.
So, and I would recommend. I want to make sure it's in my closet, so I'm gonna grab it. This
What else is
book
in
I
your
read,
closet?
it was my sexuality. This book that I read, I was suggested to me at that camp that I worked at. It's called Digital Minimalism, and it's by Cal Newport.
Mm.
And it's like the title is Digital Minimalism, and like the subtitle, I don't know what you'd call it, Choosing a Focused Life in a Noisy World. I would highly recommend it. He talks a lot about just technology and disconnecting, and one of the things he talks about is, if I can remember, I'm trying to remember the name, but basically the intention is that you get off your device as much as possible. So one of the examples he used was like, if you have to have Facebook for work, you keep it on a computer, and the intention is that it's a little bit harder to get to, and it separates you, that you're not sitting at a dinner table looking through Facebook for work. You have to step away if you have to, get a laptop out,
Mm-hmm.
and do it. Like stuff like that, kind of, like it adds an extra layer to it. It makes it a little bit harder to get to, so you're less likely to use it. And like he adds a lot of, like, he kind of challenges you to go like 30 days without any technology
That'd be
that
insane.
isn't necessary. So like, Andrew, for you, I can't remember what they're called, but he called them something weird. It would basically, one of the examples he used was like, if text messages are not necessary unless they are. And so one example he used was like, this woman, her husband often travels for work, and if she gets a text from her husband, it often requires an immediate response. And so you set your phone to only alert you of text from your husband. And that way you can look at them immediately. Or, like if you have kids, like you can set it to alert you of phone calls from your kids, and then, but like GroupMe, you would have to open it to look at it, kind of thing. Like he suggests, like he has a lot of suggestions for ways to work around it and stay off of it as much as possible. Kind of stuff like that. Like it's kind of interesting.
See, I like where that's coming from. I don't think it's as realistic because, well, for me, like being a resident assistant, like all of our like group, like we have a group meet, like a group chat, and I have one for my floor as well. So I'll get like immediate, like I get texts on group me that are like immediate mental health concerns
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that I have to in that moment, or like it wouldn't be ideal if it took me 8 hours to respond to it, you know?
I think
So
yeah. So then you would have to keep GroupMe on. But if you're not in the resident hall, turn off the notifications for it. I think is kind of his point of,
like if someone tells me they're
like,
like in a bad mental state and I get that text when I'm not in the residence hall, I'm still gonna respond.
okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, then
Mhm.
absolutely. Like that would be what, like that was kind of his thing. If it's that would be a required message. Like
Yeah.
that's super important. So that would be required technology. Because
Yeah.
obviously, like that's incredibly important. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But like, you might not need to scroll through Facebook. I don't know.
No, but like definitely I get like with Facebook and social media, like limiting as much as like making it harder to use, and like only having essential stuff on your phone would be really useful.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely, when I first read the book, I definitely did it more extreme than I do now. Like I've added a lot of stuff back. On my phone. Really, the only things I've added back on my phone, I guess, are YouTube. And then I have now added Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But in an app for work, but I don't know. Just kind of stuff like that, I guess. The intention is just like suggestions of getting off your phone and why we should do it. I guess what I'm saying.
I like where it's coming from a lot, and I think it's just I guess it gets so busy during like school and everything where you kind of forget how much you're on your phone and how much you depend on it. Maybe like
Yeah.
the summer would be interesting for me to like to limit. Like I have so many stupid apps. Like I need to delete like TikTok and like all these apps. Really, like I don't need my phone.
TikTok just ruins your like
TikTok ruined my
collection.
attention span. But
Isn't it the one thing that really, because I've seen like TikToks here and there, I feel like it's like a worse Vine.
Yeah.
Like, it could have been like, I don't know.
See, I don't hate it. Like, there's some really hilarious and really well done TikToks out there, like that are absolutely like the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But also, there's a lot of trash on that app, and then it's also owned by the Chinese government, which is a interesting turn. And they like delete any like anti-Chinese media.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
So ugly people.
Also, yeah, they do not like ugly people or disabled people on this app.
Hmm.
Jesus.
But it do be kind of funny. Keeps me hip with the kids.
Hip with the residents.
Hip with the renegade.
It's for
renegade.
work, I swear.
Yeah. I feel like I've been talking a lot, but I recently was on Facebook. I think the video last time I checked had like 18,000 hits on it. Which really makes me uncomfy. I don't like that. What happened was the store that I work at requires you to wear a mask. Period, end of story.
Mhm.
You have to wear a mask or you're not getting in. The governor's order says if you have a medical condition, you don't have to wear a mask. With that being said, it doesn't matter. This store requires you to wear a mask, whatever.
Mhm.
Whether I disagree with it or not, it's not the point. Like, I'm just there doing my job. So I, a fucking receiver who works in the back of the store unloading the fucking trucks, was sent up front to stop anyone who's not wearing a mask. And we sell them for $1, and some people are really ticked by that. They're like, oh, you can't sell, like, you're making us wear them and you're selling them. Other people have literally walked to the store only to buy a mask. Because we're like the only ones that will sell them at all.
Mhm.
But one guy, he came in and he said, I have a medical condition. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I still can't let you in the store. It's company policy. Like, it's just how it's working. And I then offered to call my general manager because I'm not, like, I was told, don't really argue with these people and whatnot. So I do. General manager walks up, the guy starts filming it, and it's basically just the general manager explaining to him what I just fucking told him. It's store policy, and he's like trying to quote the ADA and whatnot, and he's like, it doesn't matter, we're a private company, this is private property, we can refuse service to anyone. Which is true. Like, fuck you. We could literally refuse service to everybody wearing a green shirt if we wanted to. But you just can't, like, I know you can't refuse service based on, like, race, sexuality, gender.
Isn't disability
Stuff
one
like
of those
that.
protected clauses, though?
Is
See, that's where it is, but that's where it kind of gets tricky of that we're refusing you service because you're not wearing a mask, not because your disability, is how it was explained to me.
Yeah.
Either way, it is far above my pay grade. Shit, it's above my general manager's pay grade. This is like corporate's bullshit.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But yeah, so he was filming it and of my general manager, and then he like scrolled over to me, who was off to the side, purposely trying not to be in this video. And a couple people that I know was like, hey, I saw you on Facebook, but I was doing it again the next day, and one guy walked in and he goes, hey, I saw you on Facebook, and I'm like, this is like, I hate that, like, something about that
Yeah.
really irritates me that he posted it, but such bullshit. I don't know, that was just weird contingent.
18,000 views is a lot. That's a lot of people.
Mhm.
I'm kind of curious to
18,000 to
look
be-
at it
to be
again. I think
specific.
Thank you.
after he posted it, I know that like a lot of people, like some people came to his side, but most came to. Oh shit!
I'll believe that. Don't worry. Nondescript hardware store.
Is Hardware Store a fair description for that store? I was thinking
Eh.
something totally different until you said that.
Really? It's just like upscale Lowe's.
But, like, I don't consider Lowe's like totally like. I mean, it is a hardware store, but like, I don't know.
It's a home improvement store.
I'm thinking like Home Depot versus like Ace Hardware.
Oh, so yeah.
Hmm.
But anyway, that is off the point.
Details.
The
Antics.
details. I get your concern, Shane. So when I broke my hand recently in a completely not my fault skateboarding accident, could have happened to anyone. The video was posted on TikTok briefly, and it got like, oh, someone left. Oh, It got like 1,700 views before I asked the person to delete it, and that's just like kind of uncomfy because you don't even know who like has seen that or seen a video of you.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I like my thing cut off. I heard that like your hand braking thing got posted to TikTok.
Yeah, and it got a lot of views, like not as many as yours, but like it got a good number of views, and that's kind of uncomfy because you don't know like who actually is seeing what you posted or like seeing you at like
Yeah.
just living life.
The funny thing is, I actually ended up on a TikTok. I think it ended up with it was a couple thousand. I thought it was me. We were in fire school, and we have to those like sprinklers that you see in buildings.
Mhm.
There's a way that you can like not shut them off, but you basically stop the water flow.
Okay.
I never realized this at first. That like metal thing that sticks down, the water doesn't shoot out of there. The water comes from the ceiling and hits that, and it spreads it out. So you
Oh.
basically take 2 door stops and you jam them in there, and it like plugs it, so you're not flooding a building if you don't have to. Well, I was standing up on a training one on a ladder, and I can't get it, and there's water blasting in my face. Everyone was laughing, and it was funny, like it was legitimate.
Uh-huh.
But I hate that, I guess. And there's been other times that like I've done stuff that isn't like bad, but I probably could have like I would have lost my job, but I would have gotten a talking to because it was on social media. If it like the group of friends that I was in front of, it was fine, but one of them was recording it and put it on their story on Snapchat, and I'm like, that's super not okay. Like I could get in really big trouble for that.
That was similar to what happened with my video where I did get in trouble for it being on social media.
Yeah.
Kind of like out of your control, but also not out of your control. It's like sometimes I remember getting told like throughout high school and everything, like you got to really be careful about your social media presence. But it's not even the stuff you post; it's the stuff other people post of you.
Mhm.
Yeah, see
Have
that's what
control.
really irritates me. Like you have no right to, show it to me. Like, yeah, I might think it's hilarious. You can post it on your story. I don't care. But like, like that thing, I really, again, like nothing really bad. It was just, I just made a joke about work that I don't know. Speaking of that, can you please bleep out the store that
Yeah,
I
I
work
did.
at? Thank you. Because, woo, definitely worked really hard to avoid it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, like, I've seen, like, did you guys hear about that Facebook post? It was like, some guy posted a Facebook meme. It was something like, boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time.
Yes.
And the dude got fucking fired for that, for
he
posting that.
did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
That's,
yeah,
to be honest with you, like if I get fired for saying that it was corporate's bullshit about the masks or whatever, I would just argue that the name of the company wasn't. So
hmm
The problem is we're at will employees, and they can fire us for literally whatever they want.
hmm
that's true. Maybe I should just not. I don't know. More mean like corporate's bullshit of just it's not our decision. I guess
Mm-hmm.
it kind of makes sense, and I feel like, yeah, like they used to make us wear gloves all the time, which I thought would make it worse. And then I think places were kind of like, I guess like people were coming out and saying, no, this like makes it actually does make it worse, and so they stopped requiring us to wear gloves all the time, kind of thing.
hmm
Like I think they're doing their best, I guess. But either way, why would you yell at the underpaid employee standing there? Like, you're gonna tell me to fuck off? Seriously? I don't know. It was an interesting couple of days,
hmm
but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, should we wrap this bitch up, or does anyone else have anything else they want to say?
I wrote down the rules of refrigerator if you want to hear them.
Sure.
Let's go for it. Yeah.
Add to them on recording. So I wrote number 1. The goal of the game is to get 1 magnet from each of the 50 U.S. states. First person to have in their possession all 50 magnets wins. You must be in the state to obtain the magnet, and you must buy the magnet yourself. I don't know if you have anything else to add. Clarifying points, I guess.
No, that seems pretty good. Like, I mean, I trust us not to bullshit the rules. Like, keep
My
it.
only suggestion is if we're actually doing this is do not lose the magnet.
Yeah.
Put them on your fridge.
I was thinking about it, and I'll probably end up buying 2 of each state. One is on my fridge so I can tell people why I have so many fridge magnets, and the other one is to be kept in a safe place for when I lose the ones on my fridge.
Hey, wait, how are you losing things on your fridge?
I mean, they fall, they break. Your fridge is used regularly, you know? Sorry that I eat, Marvin.
How hard are you opening and closing your fridge?
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm drunk. Maybe I want another beer. Maybe you should fuck off.
No, I'll defend Shane on this one.
I'm
Like, fridge
posting that
magnets
on
easily
Facebook.
fall off.
That should be a t-shirt. Maybe I'm drunk. Maybe I want another beer. Maybe you should fuck off. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for this one. If you managed to get this far, thanks for listening. Well,
Do you have any recommendations?
oh yeah, we forgot about recommendations.
Aren't we at like 2 hours now too?
No,
Or an
we're
hour and a
only
half?
hour and 12 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. Andrew, what are you gonna recommend since you spoke up?
I'm gonna recommend the show Afterlife. It's with Ricky Gervais. It's on Netflix. Season 2 just came out. It's about a guy whose wife died of cancer, and he's so depressed that he hates everybody and everything.
All
Great
right.
show.
Wow, incredible.
I guess I'll recommend going not like off the grid, but like common precautions as to how companies track you, like installing Firefox over Chrome, or um, hell, I even installed Linux on my computer, so I have both Linux and Windows 10 now.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I guess I would recommend Linux, although it takes it's not as easy as Windows 10, so. Shane or Marvin?
I'd like to recommend game Journey. If you want to have the debate of are video games art, play this first, then get back to me.
Wait, well, you said Journey?
What platforms is it on? Or are
PS4, PC, iOS.
Xbox. Say Xbox. Say Xbox.
Not on Xbox. I'm sorry.
Fuck! Damn it.
Hold on,
Okay.
let me background check that. I could be wrong.
All right.
If it is on Xbox, then I would actually consider playing it. Are you out of curiosity, are you taking the point that video games are art or are not art?
Oh, video games are absolutely art. It's not even a question.
Okay. That's honestly what I figured that you the stance. But yeah.
I apologize, it's not on.
Time to get a PS4, I guess.
The new ones are coming out this year,
It
theoretically.
means the
Yeah.
PS4 will be cheap.
That's
$2.
fair.
Yeah. It's almost better to wait for, but I would actually recommend to like get off social media if you can.
As I'm scrolling Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was never really much into it, but like kind of deleting Facebook, and they keep you on every step of the way. They're like, hey, are you sure you want to do this? Oh, you deleted it? We're gonna wait 30 days for you to actually delete it. We'll keep it online in case you want to log in again. But I don't know, it's kind of nice. I feel like it reduces the amount of people you have contact with, but strengthens the contact you do have with people.
Hmm.
Like it requires more intention to talk to people, which I think strengthens relationships. It forces you to do things like record a podcast with your friends, and rather than just getting a picture of your face every day in the same facial expression on Snapchat.
I feel attacked right now.
I'm personally attacking you on that one. Mostly you and Zach, because I know for a while you guys had like a huge streak. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's really nice. Like, I feel like it's kind of made. I feel like it's made my mental health a little bit better too. Just I'm not getting bombarded with people's political views that like on both sides that are not even close to evidence. Be hacking them up. I don't know. I feel like it's just helped. It's good. But yeah.
All right. Well, this one probably should have been a phone call. Not gonna lie. I feel like it was kind of bullshitted for an hour, but we'll see you next time.
Peace.